Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Saturday. Today we're going to be doing an all signs reading, and the topic is going to be how do others view you. So please keep in mind before I start this reading that this is not in any way a generalization or an attack on who you are as a person. This is just how people perceive you. So this is what others think of when they see you, not exactly how you actually are. So timestamps will be down below. I would definitely recommend to check out your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus, Mars, and Mercury signs if you know those as well. So, is this recording? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so let's get into it. I have two sets of oracle cards, and then I have a tarot deck that we're going to tap in with. So let's start with Aries. Aries placements. How do other people view my Aries placements? How do other people view my Aries placements? We have the sun in Gemini with versatility. We have the sun in Virgo with health. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll start there, and then I'll go on to my next cards when I need them. But starting off with these, sun in Gemini, sun in Virgo, you guys are very health conscious. So I could be connecting to Aries placements who are acrobats, gymnasts, personal trainers. You guys know, it's like some of you could be doctors, some sort of nutritionist as well. I'm getting yoga, healing modalities as well. So whatever you guys do, others view you as someone who is like a jack of all trades, someone who is very health conscious, someone who is very, very intelligent as well, someone who knows how to say the right thing. I'm also getting like someone who knows how to get their way, but I don't think this is in like a manipulative way. I think you guys just know how to do your thing. Many people look up to you. I'm getting with this, kind of reminds me of ancient Egypt, like these women and these people helping this woman do her makeup, and it looks like they're helping her get ready. So maybe you guys do something here of service for other people, or maybe many people come to you for service, but I feel like people see you as someone who is very, very illuminating, very helpful, someone who is always there for others. I'm getting like someone who bends over backwards for people as well. So you could be somebody who is always there for other people. You always find a way to help someone no matter what is going on or what you're going through. Some of you could be very well knowledgeable in occult arts as well. Yeah, I feel like you guys, you could do a couple different things. Like you could present yourself to be very creative, but as well, very hardworking, very resilient. We have a lot of Mercury here, so people might see you as somebody who talks a lot, walks really fast. We have success for you guys. So people do see you working extremely hard towards some sort of success that you're trying to attain. How do others see my Aries placements, please? We have pain and we have growth. So I'm getting a sense of like social media, or like people who just know you, people who have known you from the past. I feel like people see you as a person who has gone through a lot, but doesn't let this get them down. It's like you know how to work through your pain. You know how to grow from circumstances that have once hindered you. And I feel like other people have witnessed your growth. We have stop at the back. So maybe there are some people that you have stopped connecting to. You don't really talk to these people anymore. And this is why it's kind of giving me like a social media feeling, or like a feeling of people who maybe have, I don't know, it's like they can watch you in some way, but they don't necessarily have a connection to you anymore. I feel like people view you as somebody who is working towards happiness, or someone who is very happy right now in whatever they're doing. Yeah, I'm not getting anything bad here. It feels really good. People do look up to you. People see you as somebody who is very, very reliable, as well as somebody who, it's like you're the right person to go to for certain things. So I really do feel like you guys could do something in the service industry, or like I said, you could be knowledgeable in some sort of occult arts, medical information, health information. People do see you as someone who is always able to help. You're definitely someone worth looking up to. I feel like you guys have gone through a lot, and other people do see this about you, and they see how much it has changed you as a person. We have the King of Swords, yeah. So I feel like this is your energy. You guys are in this energy of, it's like you're very wise. I'm connecting to someone who's very, very wise. How do others view my Aries placements? How do others, you also don't take any bullshit. Maybe other people recognize this from you. They recognize you as someone not to really mess with. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles now. So some of you could be very well off, or you just present yourself to be very successful. We have Judgment, yeah. People do see you as someone who could be spiritually inclined. We have the Page of Wands. You tend to follow your intuition. You tend to follow the things that make you feel passionate, that make you feel creative. We have the Three of Cups at the back. So other people could see you as very friendly, very social, someone easy to get along with. Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I do feel that you have someone from your past, possibly an Aquarius or a Capricorn energy. We have Taurus at the back as well. Someone here views you as someone who, it's like you're very private. It's very hard to get to you. Someone could be feeling defeated by you. How do others view my Aries placements? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles sideways. We have the Four of Cups sideways. Three of Pentacles sideways, Five of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely a past energy. It could be multiple people as well. People that you used to work with, people that you were in a connection with at one point, people that you used to give to, either energetically or financially. These people view you as someone who is, it's like you have turned away from them. You have walked away from them. They're very disappointed about this. They feel like you're not available to connect with anymore, and they are feeling the loss of you. So I do feel like that's either one specific energy that's coming through, or a couple different people that are really feeling the loss of your energy. They do see you as someone who kind of moves on, someone who doesn't sit around and wait for things to happen, someone who doesn't wait for people to do, like, to act right, or like to, you, okay, going back to that Page of Wands, it's like you guys, yeah, Page of Wands, it's like you guys don't wait around for anything. You hear the call and you move. And I feel like this is how people see you. They view you, excuse me, as somebody who's like here today, gone tomorrow. I'm literally hearing that phrase from, what the fuck is that song called? I literally can't think of it. It's the one with Rick Ross, Drake. Only real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow. That's how other people view you. They view you as somebody who is very, like, you're real as fuck. Like, you're a real as fuck person, and you know what you want. You know what you're looking for. You're very smart, very, like, you're a really good example for people. And they view you as, like, you're the type of person where if someone hurts you or if something goes wrong, like, you're not really the type of person to sit around and wait. You kind of just move on with your life. So this is how people view you. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. Let's go ahead and get ready for the next sign. You guys can definitely skip to the next one if you don't want to wait. Okay, so let's take a look at Taurus placements. Okay, how do other people view my Taurus placements, please? How do other people view my Taurus placements? We have Sun in Virgo again with health, okay? So you guys could be very self-conscious. You could also work in the health or fitness industry. You could provide services to other people. And we have Mars in Gemini with decision. Okay, so I'll leave that there. People view you as somebody, like, when I'm seeing this chessboard, or this chessboard, it's like people view you as somebody who, it's like, you know, loopholes, you know, ways to get out of certain things. You're very, very versatile. You're very kind of like Aries. We have this double mercurial energy with Virgo and Gemini, so it's like you guys could be like good communicators, very, very intelligent. You guys know how to play mental chess with people. It's like you know how to make the right moves at the right time. People view you as somebody who is very, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, very intuitive even. Chess does take a level of intuition. It takes a level of mind control. So there's something about you always knowing the right thing to do, the right thing to say, and doing it at the right time. It's like the perfect time type of thing. Let's go ahead and get some of these. Okay, we have rejection and flow. People view you as someone who, when you get rejected or when something doesn't work out for you, you still continue to move forward. It's like you don't really let it get you down. With ideation at the back, it's like you have a vision for yourself, and people view you as somebody who, like, if something goes wrong, or if like you don't get a job or something, or if you don't get the person you want to be with, it's like people view you as someone who's like, oh well, like something will work out in the future, or like let's just keep moving, just keep swimming. So it's like people don't really view you as somebody who kind of mopes around and lets things happen to them. It's almost like you control life instead of letting life happen to you. So yeah, this is like, I'm definitely connecting to a Taurus here who is very much in control of the narrative of their life, who does things for their own benefit. We have frustration. People may view you as somebody who does carry a bit of like maybe some resentments, or yeah, we have determination. People view you as somebody who is working like, okay, yeah, we have space at the back. So people view you as somebody who you're extremely, extremely hardworking, and they might view, or they might be able to see some of the frustrations in your life, or they might be able to see that you're not where you want to be, but they also see you working extremely hard to get to where you want to be. It's almost like the space between you and your goals is becoming smaller, and people see you never giving up on yourself. Even though you might feel frustrated, even though you might show that, I feel like people still view you as somebody who doesn't really let that get them down. Anything else? Yeah, we have mystery. People might view you as someone who is very mysterious, someone who is hard to read, someone who they can't really predict what's going to happen next here. Movement. So we're going back to that energy of always doing something. You guys with that double mercurial energy as well. It's like you're always doing something. You're always on to the next thing. You're always getting shit done, and people view you as someone who is extremely hardworking, but yeah, it's hard to get to know you, or it's hard to understand the way that you work. But at the same time, you're very admired for your resilience and for your willingness to keep going. So let's get some tarot cards for you guys. Okay, how do others view my Taurus placements, please? How do others view my Taurus placements? Okay, we have Judgment. We have the Moon. People see you as someone who's very intuitive, someone who follows direction from the divine, someone who, it's like you always, it's like you're a step ahead of people. Judgment, the Moon. You can know things that other people don't. We have the Five of Pentacles. People might view you struggling in a certain area of your life, or maybe they have seen you come out of something that really got you down financially. We have the Six of Pentacles. People do see you maybe forming partnerships with others, or working together on others to form healthy connections. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. There's something here about trying to get your money in order, or trying to get your life in order, pick up the pieces from something that happened to you, and people have seen this and they admire you for it. Four of Cups. People might think that you are bored or dissatisfied in your life. Anything else for how people view my Taurus placements? How do people view my Taurus placements? Okay, we have the Two of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, it's like they view you as somebody, Five of Wands. For some of you, they might view you as somebody who gets involved in things with other people, or someone who, it's like you're involved in conflict with other people, but yet you like take yourself out of it. Or like you're not someone who likes to be involved in conflict, but yet you attract a lot of it. Or maybe other people could be like trying to compete with you or something, but you're just like whatever, you're not really paying attention to it. You're more so focused on trying to get your life in order. How do others view my Taurus placements? They might view you as somebody who's like not really with the bullshit, you know. Two of Swords. yeah, Knight of Wands. It's like you're very passionate about what you do. You could be very creative. Some of you could be performers or singers. You carry a very abundant energy. 8 of Cups and King of Cups. People might see that you have, yeah, 5 of Wands. It's like some people, I don't know, this is giving me, again, like a social media vibe. So if you guys have social media and people are able to see things about your life or what you post, I feel like people view you as somebody who walks away from situations that are not working for them. It's like you don't stay committed to situations that are hurting you. You're not afraid to start over. King of Cups, they might see you as somebody who has a lot of love to give, but at the same time, yeah, it's like you're not going to give it to the wrong people. You don't really sacrifice yourself for other people, and you'd rather be alone than to be with the wrong person. It's kind of how people view you. Any last messages for how others view my Tauruses? How do others view Taurus? The Devil. Some of you could find, or some people could find you very tempting, extremely tempting. There's something about you that is very mysterious. Like something about your dark side coming through, or something that makes you very hard to either get over or very hard to forget. We have the King of Pentacles at the back, so people could honestly view you as somebody who is very wealthy or someone who is destined to be very wealthy. Very attractive. It's almost like your energy is very attractive. All right, so that is it for Taurus. Okay, so we're going to move on to Gemini. Okay, let's take a look. How do others view my Gemini placements, please? How do others view my Gemini placements, please? Okay, so we have Jupiter in Virgo with patience. How do others view my Gemini placements? And then we have Mars in Taurus with defense. It kind of came out sideways. I'm going to put it upright just for now, just so I can explain what I'm feeling there. So I feel like people see you as somebody who, it's like you have, or you work with tactics. It's like there's tactics that you use to get ahead. You're the type of person who, it's like you present yourself to be very patient. You have a lot of like, it's like you're able to withstand a lot of pressure. And with this coming out sideways, Mars and Taurus sideways with defense, it's like sometimes people might view you as somebody who's a little snarky, someone who could have a little bit of an attitude, or maybe you just come off that way. You come off like you're hard to approach. People view you as somebody who, it's like, maybe if they were to say the wrong thing to you or present themselves in the wrong energy, you might say something to them. But people do view you as somebody who has like gone through a lot in your life. And it's like you have, I don't know what word to use. It's like you're able to withstand a lot of shit. You know, it's like you're able to take a lot. You're able to, like, people can say things to you. People can do things to you. And like, you won't really say anything until you snap type of thing. It's like you'll finally snap on somebody. And that's how people view you. It's like you have a lot of, yeah, I don't know. It's like you just wait. Like if people just hit you at the wrong time, it's like you could say something to them. And I feel like it's a defense mechanism, definitely, because maybe you've gone through a lot in your life where you feel like you've had to defend yourself and you're trying to learn how to contain that about yourself. But I mean, if someone's bothering you for like a bunch of times in a row, I think it's pretty warranted for you to stand up for yourself. So let's take a look here. People view you as somebody who, I can't put my words on it. Like there's no words for what I'm feeling. Okay, it's like people view you as like you're the type of person that if they were going to go to war, they would recruit you. Or like if they wanted help, like standing up to an opponent, like they would call you or something because you always know what to say, or you know how to stand up for yourself and you're not afraid to. We have mystery here. People definitely might view you as somebody who's hard to read, very mysterious energy. We have peace. And then we have comfort. So people might view you as somebody who's very nice to be around, very calming to be around. With that Jupiter and Virgo energy, I'm also getting like a motherly energy. So some of you could have very strong maternal instincts, or you could just be like very comforting to be around. People might go to you for advice, definitely. I feel like a lot of people find your energy to be very peaceful, and with movement there, you could be somebody who is very communicative. You get around, like you, okay, not like that, but it's like you move around a lot, or you do things very quickly, in mercurial nature. Anything else for how people view my Geminis? Success. People view you as someone who is very successful in consciousness. People view you as somebody who could be very tapped in spiritually. Someone who might be following their spiritual path right now. Flow, definitely. They view you as somebody who is able to kind of receive information from the divine. We have intuition right behind that, so I'm going to place that right here. Yeah, people might view you as somebody who is very connected to the universe, very, very fun, very nice to be around. It's like you're a comfort person for many people. And I feel like people, when they're in need, or maybe when they're at a loss, death, when they're going through something in their life, they reach out to you. And I feel like you always help them feel better. There's something about the way that you do things, or the way that you speak, or just your energy that is very comforting to people. Very it's like you help give people another perspective, possibly. I heard that you're very dynamic. You're a very dynamic person, so you could be someone who doesn't really judge. You could be somebody who is willing to listen to others, and you don't really like get down on people for what they have to say. You're a very neutral person to get a perspective from. How do others view my Geminis? Six of Pentacles. They view you as someone who's a fair person, someone who gives what they receive, vice versa. You're always willing to help others in a sense. It's like you don't overgive, but I feel like if people need your help, you are there for them. We have the Lovers, so that is your energy. People might view you as like a potential love option, or someone who is very, very attractive. You get along very well with other people, and that is the nature of your sign. I feel like many people view you as like, yeah, like that's the it person, or like that person is amazing. They have everything. They're great. They're a great love option. People might even like daydream about you. We have the King of Swords. So people do see you as someone who is very straightforward, very, very intelligent, very mature. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, I heard jackpot. It's like people view you as somebody who's just an amazing option, amazing person to have around. We have Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Three of Wands. People view you as somebody who doesn't really share their business. People view you as somebody who could be very secretive about what they're working on, or what they're waiting for when it comes to their success or their material world, their work. We have the Four of Cups here. People might feel that you are keeping some aspect of your emotional life private, and you don't really want to share that. But God, I can't talk. I'm like getting way ahead of myself. People view you as somebody who has big plans for the future. Very big plans, but it's like you don't really talk about it. You don't really go tell everybody what your plans are. Page of Swords. People see you, once again, very studious, very, very intelligent. It's like you always know the right thing to say. Or maybe you always have your nose in a book. Maybe you're always learning something, and people view you as somebody, yeah, it's like people view you as somebody who always chases their happiness. You're always on to like doing the next thing that is going to fulfill you emotionally, or to teach you something, and people view you as somebody who is yeah, it's like never ending learning. It's kind of like that energy of always a student. You're always willing to learn, you're always willing to grow. There's like this duality about you guys where you come through as someone who's like very able to withstand things. Like you're very wise, you've been through things with that King of Swords and that Jupiter and Virgo. But at the same time, it's like you carry this childlike energy of always being willing to grow and learn. So it's like you never really view yourself as somebody who is like, oh, I'm done growing, like I'm perfect the way that I am. It's like, no, you're always willing to do more. You're always willing to be a better person. And I feel like people really admire that about you. So I'm gonna leave that there for you guys. So we're gonna move on to Cancer. Okay. So moving on to Cancer. How do others view my Cancer placements? How do others view my Cancer placements, please? How do others view my Cancer placements? Okay, we have the Sun in Leo with Fortune. Wow. People view you as like a good luck charm or someone who's like destined for greatness. How do others view my Cancers? We have the Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Yeah. You guys could be very, very, very intuitive. You understand things like maybe occult or esoteric knowledge here that other people don't. You have a very strong connection to the divine and to nature that other people do admire about you. I feel like you have this energy of like, you're like a ray of sun. Yeah, I'm hearing halo, hit me like a ray of sun burning through the darkest night. So it's like when people see you, they get inspired or they're very happy to be around you is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you could be very well traveled. You might have friends from around the world. You could be very knowledgeable about other religions or other customs around the world as well for some of you. You have like a very open mind. It's like you're very respectable to other cultures, to other people. You always want to learn more. People view you as an energy who could be like, you carry a childlike energy within you that is very nice to be around. People just view you as someone, like they look at you and they're like, yeah, that person's going places. How do others view my Cancer placements, please? How do others view my Cancer placements? Ooh, it's getting lost in there. Okay, we have intuition again, you guys. So we have double intuition. So I don't know what you guys do, or yeah, I don't know what you guys do, if it's for work or if it's just the way you live your life, but people view you as someone who's very, very tapped in. Like you always follow your intuition no matter what. You have a very strong intuition. How do others view my Cancer placements? Anger and frustration. And then rest. People might view you as somebody who... They might view you as somebody where it's like if you're going through something, you might pull yourself away from society or from the public because you don't want people to perceive you in a way that... I don't know, it's like you guys might have a hard time working through certain emotions, and instead of putting it out there, you might pull in, you might kind of introspect or become a little bit less available to others. How do others view my Cancer placements? Or they might view you as somebody where, like, if you don't follow your intuition, you could be led into situations that do make you very angry and frustrated. We have ideation. Yeah, I feel like people view you as somebody who... People might, like, idealize you, or they might see the best in you, which is probably why this is coming out. It's like sometimes people might think that because of the energy that you're in, you're not able to feel certain things, or you don't get angry, but I feel like you do. You guys just don't really publicize that. We have peace. People definitely view you as someone who is very peaceful most of the time. You're a good person to be around. You have illumination. Yeah, you guys could be very smart, especially when it comes to spiritual matters. I feel like people think that you know a lot, or you're very enlightened. Mystery, you could come off as very mysterious. And then we have sadness. So some of you could be going through something right now that maybe others do perceive that you're feeling a little, angry, a little off, a little upset about some things. And I feel like people are kind of shocked. It's like, oh, Cancer, it's like they feel that. They feel angry. They feel sad. And it's like, yeah, everyone does. And I feel like you guys could be, even with peace and illumination, it's like you could be trying to lead a life that shows others that you're human too. So I don't know, I could be connecting to an influencer or someone who has a large following, because people kind of like are surprised that you're going through certain things, especially when you share them. We have protection at the back. So people do view you as someone who is very, very protective of others, as well as you being protected by the universe. You have a very strong protective instinct, probably a maternal instinct for some of you as well. I feel like you come to rescue others sometimes emotionally when they are feeling down, when they are feeling upset, and you kind of are the type of person to stand by somebody when they need someone, like when they need a shoulder to cry on or when they need advice. It's like you're always there for others because you know what it feels like to not feel the best. So let's go ahead and grab you some tarot cards. How do others view my Cancer placements? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. People view you as like someone who is working on something that is going to make them a lot of money, or someone who is very like, I don't know the right word to use here. It's like you're a money magnet. People see you as a money magnet. People see you as someone who is like destined for greatness. We have the Knight of Swords. People might view you as somebody who kind of chases opportunities, or like when something presents itself to you, you take it right away. We have the Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is an energy coming through of someone possibly wanting to work with you. It's like people view you and they're like, wow, like I want to work with Cancer. I want to be in their life. I want to create something with them. So you guys could just be very creative or very smart when it comes to business. It's like people want to come show you that they're worthy of being around you. So they might give you certain offers. It could be money. It could be just like, hey, can I help you with that? Or do you want to go out or something? What do you think of this idea? We have the Nine of Wands. King of Pentacles. People are intimidated by you. People do see you as someone who is like a very good option to work with here. It's like they want you on their team. But at the same time, they're like, ooh, like Cancer's intimidating. Like you guys might have like, I don't know, you guys might have a pet that like guards you in the spiritual or in the physical, but like people might view you as someone who isn't to be messed with because you're very business oriented, or you're very, very focused on your career, or you just have this energy of wealth, and people don't want to come across like they're wasting your time, or they don't want to come across the wrong way. We have the Lovers. I feel like many people might view you as a very good love option or someone to be friends with as well. We have the Magician. People might think that you guys are like witches, or that you are very good at manifestation. You know how to work with the elements to get what you want. We have the Eight of Cups. So what's at the back here? Three of Cups. Yeah, people might view you as somebody who like, you don't hang out with the wrong crowd. It's like if you don't get along with people, or if they don't reflect your values, you're out of there. Like you're not really someone to mess around with. We have Page of Swords. So I feel like someone, I was gonna say someone, interesting. Yeah, I mean, someone could be wanting to speak to you. It's a different type of message coming through, but I feel like Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, people, yeah, it's like people see you as like a wonderful opportunity. They see you as someone who brings a lot of like good energy, good luck to other people's lives. And I feel like they see you as somebody who is just really smart. It's like I'm just getting this energy from this card of like, you're very spiritually guided, and I feel like people really look up to that about you. So they kind of assume that you always have good things coming to you with the Ace of Wands. Anything else for how other people view my Cancer placements? Ooh, we have Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. People might view you right now as like trying to pick a path or make a decision about something. They could be perceiving you going through a very, very intense, deep transformation in your life. It's like you're really changing, and maybe other people around you, some people don't like that. Some people could be trying to like pull on your energy or deceive you in some way, but I feel like people really do see you as like, I'm kind of getting this energy of like people coming towards you. It's like, oh, like we have a shot with Cancer, or like let's try to offer this to Cancer, or like there could be a lot of talk around you, definitely. But I feel like any offers that are being presented to you, it's like you guys are just like, you guys have a very strong intuition. And it's like if something seems off, or if like you feel that you're going to be pulled into some sort of competition, or if you feel like you're going to be involved in a bad situation with other people, you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, and you would choose to not really involve yourself, even if you're not completely happy with your life circumstances. It's like you're not really going to settle for something. And people do see that about you. They see you changing a lot. So there is something about you guys kind of having this rebirth moment, and people seeing that about you, where it's like maybe the things that you once resonated with, people can't really get to you anymore. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. So let's move on to Leos. Okay. All right, so how do people view my Leo placements? How do other people view my Leo placements, please? How do other people view my Leo placements? Okay, we have Venus and Pisces with submission. Okay, interesting. Okay, and then we have Moon and Gemini with adaptability. Yeah, so you guys might have some sort of mutable placements in your chart. Could be Pisces and Gemini, doesn't have to be. But people kind of view you as somebody who, like, don't take this the wrong way, but it's like people could view you as somebody who kind of goes along with other people's plans. Or it's like you could be some sort of like people pleaser sometimes, where it's like you don't like to upset other people. So you might go with like the easiest route, or you might go with other people, with what other people want. That way you don't really ruffle any feathers. People might view you as somebody who could be, honestly, like people might view you as somebody who is a little bit of a pushover, or easy to get their way from, like easy to step on. People might also view you as someone who's a little bit naive, but very, very loving. It's like you're always willing to be there for other people, but sometimes like at the detriment of your own self. And people might view you as somebody who, like, you're always multitasking, you're always like there for other people, but it's like you kind of lay yourself out for other people in a way where people can possibly take advantage of you. How do other people view my Leo placements? How do other people view my Leo placements? It's like you guys, don't take this the wrong way, but it's like you guys are very, very skilled. You're very helpful, very intelligent. You're always willing to do that for other people, but people might feel that you don't give enough to yourself. We have ideation. Yeah, I mean, you guys could have a strong Neptune or just a lot of Pisces in your chart where people kind of idealize you, especially with peace being here. It's like people might view you as someone who's very, very nice, especially when they meet you. It's like people just might feel like they can get one over on you, even if that's not the truth. Like I said, don't take these so much to heart. This is just how people view you. It doesn't mean this is exactly how you are. How do others view my Leo placements? So someone here has a strong ass Neptune or a lot of Pisces, where people kind of, the way that Pisces energy works is like, it's very receptive. So anything that other people project at you, you will take in, and people will think that's your own energy. It's like you guys have this magical ability to kind of reflect back to other people their own energies, or to kind of like make yourselves invisible in some way where like you can mask your true energy, especially if you have a strong Neptune or a lot of Pisces. So people might just think this about you, even if that's not the case. Like you could be one of those people who has a very nice like public persona, but then like at home you're a little bit more reserved, or like you're a little bit stronger. I don't know how to word it. We have mystery, confidence. Yeah, so I mean, there it is. It's like you have a lot of confidence, and people might view you as somebody of like, maybe you're too nice, or like you carry this energy, and that's that Neptune energy I was talking about, that mystery energy. It's like people might just view you as somebody who is just always happy, someone who, this is so hard to explain, because it's like you guys carry this energy of being very cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time people are confused, or like people don't know who you truly are, and they might feel like, yeah, I don't know, it's like people view you as somebody who presents themselves to be very confident, but at the same time you carry this energy. That's what it is. It's like people might feel that you don't know who you are, or they might project feelings or like ideas of who you are onto you, even though that's not the case. And you're over here like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, because I'm cool, like I'm confident in who I am. It's like you guys feel very, very good. You guys could, I mean, some of you could be a little naive, or just always being willing to help others, but I mean, I feel like it's because, yeah, with this magic energy, it's like you guys just, you feel like children, but in a good way. And Leo is the sign of the child. We have success at the back. So people might just view you as someone who has like, you're very helpful, you're just always there for people. And there's something about your energy with mystery and magic where you come off very mystical, and people might just want to be around that, and they might get confused about it. They're like, I can't put my finger on it, like something's different about Leo. Or something about Leo is just very like interesting, and like I can't get enough of them. So people like, I'm getting this energy of like people like making things up, especially with this adaptability card. It's like, hey, like I need your help with this, or hey, like let's do this, or like, hey, I don't know. It's like people will just try to pull on your energy because they want your attention. Yeah, there's something about your energy that feels very like childlike, but in a very nice way. Like your inner child is very much alive still, and I feel like people might be shocked about that, especially if you're an adult. Obviously, if you're watching this, I hope you are. How do others view my Leo placements? We have happiness. Yeah, it's like people view you as someone who's very happy with who you are. Trust. People find it very easy to trust you. It's like your energy is very authentic. We have reflection, and we have sadness. You definitely, this is that projection energy I'm talking about. It's like you cause people to question themselves. You cause people to take a look at why they feel a certain way about you, especially if it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in situations where like people kind of create this narrative about you, and then when they come at you about it, you're like, what are you talking about? Or like, I'm not like that, or where did you get that information from? And then people are like, oh shit, like where did I get this information from? Like someone told me, or like I thought, or I felt. And it's like people might realize that the way that they think you are is not truly who you are, and then they might kind of feel this feeling of like embarrassment, or like they kind of realize that it's them projecting their own feelings onto you. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards for you. Because you guys just have this very calm energy. It's like at the same time, you guys are like, I feel like if I were to call you guys right now, it's like you guys, if I were to say, hey, can you help me move some, I don't know, move some furniture into my house or something, you guys would be like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, what time do you need me to be there? But at the same time, you guys have this very like chill, very confident energy where it's like people might feel like they can take advantage of you, but then they find out that they can't. And they're like, oh shit, like Leos really, they know who they are. We have Three of Wands. People view you as somebody who looks to the future. You could be very like, I'm just getting that energy again of like Pisces. You could be like prophetic, where you're able to see the future in some way. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, people view you as somebody who like, When something presents itself to you, a new opportunity, you go after it. You don't really hesitate on that. How do others view my Leo placements, please? We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's something about your energy where it's like people can't pinpoint your energy. Even I can't pinpoint your energy. And I have a fucking Leo Mars, so I don't know what's going on here. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you confuse people. Like the way that you move, the way that you do things confuses people. It causes people to feel like maybe people fight each other about you. I don't know, maybe you've gotten into like gossip circles or altercations with other people where like they think that you are a certain way but you're not, and then you kind of like surprise them where you kind of do something that they wouldn't expect. How do other people view my Leo placements? How do other people, we'll take this guy, Six of Wands. Yeah, this is your own energy. So like people view you as someone who knows how to protect their energy, someone who is either very successful or looking to be very successful, someone who is waiting for their right time, their big break. We have the Death to Rebirth. We have the Page of Pentacles. People might see you as someone who is starting over with something in your life. Could be work, could be creativity, could be anything really. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. People see you guys really diligent and focused on something that you're working on, and this could have come after a period of like completely changing who you are, or something changing in your life, something ending, and to make room for something else. So people could really be watching you kind of change your whole life around, or just changing who you are as a person, and this could be really surprising people. How do others view my Leo placements? How do others view my Leo placements, please? We have the Chariot. People see you guys like moving towards other like better things. It's like people might see you with that Three of Wands, Six of Wands, Chariot. It's like you're destined for a different life, and people might view you as somebody who is like really moving on to that path. Nine of Wands. People might view you as somebody who keeps a lot of boundaries up in certain situations, or people might be very like, I don't know, like intimidated to approach you, possibly. They might feel blocked off from invading your space. I don't know. Lovers. And then at the back we have the Knight of Cups. So you could have an energy here, possibly a Gemini or a water sign, someone here who wants to approach you romantically, but maybe they feel like you're not really focused on that. Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. I feel like that's multiple people, especially with the lovers to the Knight of Cups to the Three of Cups. This is like multiple people seeing you as a good friend, or like an opportunity to be in a romantic partnership with, but at the same time it's like they feel like you're focused on other things. Anything else for how people view my Leo placements? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups again. So I mean, I feel like you have people kind of thinking about how they can approach you, how they can be friends with you, or how they can offer you something. You might have romantic offers, friend offers all over the place, or people just thinking about it. They definitely want to approach you. They view you as someone who is a very good catch all around. So this is what I have for you guys. That one was crazy. I think that one was the most interesting so far. Because it's like I'm kind of like feeling these people's thoughts, and people are like dumbfounded by you guys sometimes. Because like they really think that you are a certain way, but then you kind of shock them. And I'm kind of like picking up on their thoughts of being like, what? Like, yeah. People might view you as someone who like switches up on people, but I don't think that's the case. I feel like people just sometimes get the wrong idea of you. I don't know. Maybe you guys could switch up. Who knows? This is just, I'm just doing the reading, right? I'm just the messenger. Okay. So we're going to move on to Virgo. Let me take a sip of water. All right. Moving on to Virgo. How do others view my Virgo placements? How do others view my Virgo placements, please? We have Saturn and Pisces with loss. People might have perceived you going through a very difficult time in your life. You could have lost somebody or something. People see you getting over something right now. And then we have Mercury and Aries with restlessness. Yeah, people might see you as like you're trying to come back from something. This could be a health scare. For some of you, this could be losing an actual person in your life, or just coming out of a time period of just feeling really stuck, honestly. I feel like people view you as somebody who's like, I'm getting an image of like, I don't know, I got like a Jack in the Box, but I also got this image of like just this square or cube box with like balls jumping around all over it. I forgot what the name for those are. But it's like people view you as somebody who's like really itching to get out of a situation, or like really, really wanting to get out of a time period of lack or loss. Honestly, it's like people view you as like you're trying your best to find the right way to go. You could be trying to find your true north at this time. You could be trying to figure out the best course of action for you at this time. So you're definitely in a stage of transition, or like that's how others view you. Like you're not really the type to settle either. It's like it's like even after something goes wrong in your life, you're always willing to move forward. How do others view my Virgo placements? How do others view my Virgo placements, please? Okay, we have flow. Yeah, exactly. It's like people see you trying to get out of something. It's like you could have gone through a very strenuous time period of life, and like the people see you as like just following the flow of the universe. But at the same time, with restlessness, people might view you as somebody who it's like it's very hard for you to be patient, but at the same time you don't have a problem doing it. Yeah, we have anger. People do see you feeling a little upset about something, or just honestly, like, yeah, I don't know, people, if you come across people on the day-to-day basis, or like if you have social media, people might be able to feel that you could be very upset about something in your life, but you don't really talk about it. We have reflection. Yeah, people could be thinking that you're in a time period of like trying to pick up the pieces in your life, and going back to this with that compass, it's like you're trying to figure out which way to go. You're trying to kind of weigh your options, or you're trying to think of where life has led you to this point, and you're trying to figure out where to go next. How do others view my Virgo placements? Anxiety. Yeah, I mean, honestly, people just might view you going through a really tough period of your life. They know that you're not feeling your best, that you're dealing with a lot of tough emotions right now. But I think like people at the same time, like there's something about people observing you, or people waiting for you to get out of this. I feel like people have a lot of faith in you. We have energy. You could have a very strong energy. You're just very energetic here with that restlessness as well. So some of you guys could have Aries in your chart. People see you as someone who's always on the go. We have hunger. Yeah, it's like people view you as somebody who has big goals for their life, and like you guys are never going to settle. You're not going to stop until you get there, no matter what you're going through. I'm just noticing how like the tone of my voice has like totally just dropped as I started this reading. It's crazy. We have caution. People might view you as someone who could be willing to get themselves in difficult situations. People might view you as somebody who could be involved in a very difficult situation. Intuition, but it's like you could be trying to get out of something. For some of you, that could be a relationship. People feel like you're very nice, like you're a very good person, but it's like they might see you like have made a mistake in your life, or you fucked up, or you walked down the wrong path, and you're trying to pull yourself out of that. And they're kind of like watching and waiting. It's like people, I'm almost getting this energy of like people rooting from the sidelines, like very quietly, like, yes, Virgo, like, come on, like you can do it. Like, I don't know, there's something about people like just paying attention to how you do things. People observing this process. Yeah, let's get some tarot cards. Whoa. Okay, I'll take the 3 that are showing up here. So we have the Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and that was the High Priestess. So yeah, honestly, people might view you as trying to get out of some sort of marriage or partnership with someone here. People might view you as someone who is also, like, if you're not in a partnership, if you have not settled down, if you don't have any kids, if you're not married or anything, people might view you as someone who's like trying to pick the right person to have a family with. It's like people are thinking, it's like, when is Virgo gonna have a family? When is Virgo gonna settle down and get married? And it's like you might have this intuitive understanding as well, that people could be trying to like get information about your personal life. Yeah, there's something about your personal life being very, very interesting to other people, especially if your relationships. Because, yeah, it's like you could be either getting out of something, or you're the type who has not found anyone to settle down with. And maybe you're like the last person out of your friend group. And people are like, who's it going to be? Like, they're watching and waiting. Okay, how do others view my Virgo placements? How do others view my Virgo placements? We have the Fool. Yeah, honestly, I'm getting that same energy. Page of Cups. It's like they're seeing you being open to new opportunities in your life. They could be watching you go on dates with other people. 10 of Swords. It's like people are very invested in your love life. People kind of view you as somebody who has like gone through a lot of shit, maybe publicly. Or like people just have, or nosy, or they just have access to this if it's on social media, or I don't know. It's like people just have this energy of like, oh, like Leo, you could have Leo in your chart, but it's like Virgo is always like open to new opportunities. They're always like going after new things, but then sometimes it doesn't work out for them and they're left having to start over. But it's like people are just watching this about you. You're never down for too long. It's like you're always willing to start again. And maybe you just haven't found the right person and people are just watching that. How do others view my Virgo placements? So we have the Ace of Swords. People think you're very smart. We have the Knight of Cups. People view you as someone who could be a flirt. Someone who is very like tempting, especially when it comes to like the romantic sector. It's like people view you as someone that they can, I don't know, it's like people want a chance with you, but then with the Five of Wands at the back, it's like people might view you as like you could get in competition with other people, or they feel like they are in competition to get your attention. This is so crazy. How do others view my Virgo placements? Two of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, people kind of see you as like not really down with the bullshit. It's like, I don't know, it kind of just feels like people feel like they can get, like they want to be a part of your life even if they don't really know you. They want information about your love life especially, but it's like you're the type of person to kind of block people off. Like you don't really let people in easily is the impression I'm getting. Anything else for how people view my Virgo placements? Yeah, we have the Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Some of you, people are literally watching you come out of a relationship. For some of you, a marriage that you were not happy in, and like now you're single, and people might feel like, I'm literally getting an energy of like people eating popcorn and they're like, psst, like, hey, like Virgo's single again, like let's go try it, or let's go hang out with them, or let's try to go on a date with them or something. But like people kind of view you as someone who is like not really like, you don't really settle for people like that. You don't just go out with anybody. Yeah, it's like you guys are running from this. People see you as Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're focused on your own thing, and no matter how long it's going to take you, even if you haven't found the right path or the right person, like you're not really just going to fall for anything. And people kind of see you in your happiness right now, or trying to find that. It's like people see you soul searching. People see you walking away from things that don't work out for you and really just being in your element. And I feel like people can't get enough of it. There's something about people just loving watching your energy and watching your growth and just being in your business, especially about your love life. So this is what I have for you guys. For some of you, people might feel like you don't follow your intuition. I don't know if I said that already, but with that intuition flipping sideways, yeah, people might feel like you need to follow that more. I don't know. I feel like people are like, I don't know, I feel like they have a say in your life or something, and it kind of feels like people who you don't really talk to that much. But anyway, that's gonna be it for that. So we're gonna move on to Libra. I'm gonna take a quick break though. I will be back. You guys won't notice because I'm gonna edit this part out, so I will be right back. All right guys, I'm back. So let's get into Libra placements. How do others view my Libra placements, please? How do others view my Libra placements? How do others view my Libra placements? We have Venus and Libra with indecision. Okay, have to show up with your own energy, right? How do people view my Libra placements? And we have Moon and Cancer with friendship. Okay. Excuse me. People view you with this like childlike, innocent energy. People view you as someone who may struggle to take the right path in life, who may struggle to make decisions, especially when your emotions are involved. People view you as somebody who has a very hard time like choosing an option. People view you as someone who is very nice to be around. You give great advice. You're very welcoming. You're very nurturing to other people. You're always there for others. You could be very social. I feel like people view you as someone who is like, you're always the right person to talk to. You're very approachable. So like, let's say you were to walk into a room with like someone who was feeling very lost, or if you were in public and someone really needed help and they didn't have anyone else to help them, or they didn't really want to approach anyone. It's like you might get approached by strangers a lot because people view you as someone who is like very safe. Your energy feels very safe to other people. Many people might recognize you as like part of their soul family even. How do others view my Libra placements? How do others view my Libra placements, please? Okay, we have movement and fear. Yeah, people see you, especially with this indecision card. It's like people view you as somebody who could be trying to make a decision in life but afraid to make the wrong one. We have protection. People view you as someone who is very, very, very divinely protected. As well, as well as someone who could keep up boundaries in their own life. It's like people don't really want to mess with you. How do others view... Yeah, people are afraid that if they like wrong you or do something to you, fear and protection, it's like they don't want anything to happen to them, or they just feel like they can't really do anything to you. They can't really hurt you. How do others view my Libra placements, please? We have strength. People view you as very, very resilient, very strong. Surrender. They might view you as somebody who kind of follows intuitive advice from the divine, or someone who, it's like you have like this energy of where you're super strong but super flexible as well. So it's like you have this duality of like maybe masculine and feminine, or faith and logic or something like that. We have space at the back. So I feel like people do view you as somebody who kind of protects their peace. Definitely someone who protects their peace, someone who, it's like you guys have been through a lot, and people might view you as somebody who, it's like your life experiences have softened you in some way, but not like, okay, that comes off sounding bad, but it's like your life experiences have taught you how to be a good person, or how to follow your intuition. We have isolation. Yeah, people might view you as somebody who is really pulled away from society right now, or just taking a lot of time to yourself. How do others view my Libra placements? Last card, we have flow. Yeah, people see that whatever you're doing, you are following your own state of flow. You are letting things come to you naturally. And with death, people might view you as somebody who, it's like you could have gone through a process of losing somebody in your life, or this could be a personal death moment where you are completely changing realities or changing who you are as a person. It's like you're really changing a lot right now, and people are seeing you go through this transition process. Yeah, fear, protection, death. People might really feel like the divine is on your side as well with all of that energy coming through. And yeah, going back to this image, there's an angel in that picture too. So it's like whatever you guys are trying to decide, or whatever could be bothering you, or making you feel quite emotional at this time. It's like people kind of view you as someone who always has angelic protection or spiritual protection no matter what. Okay. How do others view my Libra placements, please? How do others view my Libra placements? Okay, we have the Lovers. People think you're very attractive. Knight of Swords. People like, it's like people want to approach you. People want to be your friend. It's that same energy that I was getting. People might view you as a very good friend or good love option. People feel like they don't want to miss an opportunity with you. How do others view my Libra placements? We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Nine of Cups. People could be seeing you as somebody who could honestly be going through a stressful time in their life, but still looking forward to better days. It's like you still find ways to fulfill yourself, to be very happy. People could really be seeing you as trying to heal something right now. We have the Six of Cups. So I do feel like there could be a lot of people from your past who think about you, family members, old friends, a lot of people that you have once shared the same path with. It's like people reminisce about you a lot. Like they think about maybe when you guys were kids, or they think about memories that they have with you, and they kind of like hope that you're doing all right. Feels very sweet. Like people that you just don't even talk to anymore. They're like, I hope Libra's okay, or like I hope Libra thinks of me too, or something like that. We have Three of Pentacles. People view you as someone who's very good to get along with. Like I said, you guys are Libra, you are an air sign, so getting along with others usually comes as second nature to you guys. So people kind of view you as somebody like they want to be on your team, or like they want to choose you to be on their team. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. People want to be fair with you. Oh my God, super fair. Justice. They feel like you're a super fair person. Hierophant. They feel like you're very righteous. So people feel like they can't really cheat you out of what you deserve. And they feel like if you are in a certain area, or if you are in their presence, or if you are involved in a group, it's like nothing can be hidden from you. Nothing that is wrong can be done if you are there, if that makes sense. It's like you are always going to point out things that are like unjust, and you're always going to have something to say. You have your own, it's like you have your own ideology about life, and you follow your own path. And I feel like people really look up to this about you. It's almost like they trust you. People trust you with like certain information, or with money, or like to do the right thing. It's like people never really have to question if you're going to do the right thing. Excuse me. I feel like I'm like choking in this whole reading. Jeez. But yeah, people view you as somebody who is like just extremely righteous. You know what's right from wrong. It's like you don't really like question that. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, Temperance, exactly. People view you as somebody that's very hard to fool. I'm getting this like not so fast energy from Temperance. It's like you are always protected by some sort of divine force here, and people know that about you. We have the Moon. People might think that you could be very emotional for some of you, very intuitive for others, maybe both. That's the second emotional reference I'm getting. So maybe you're just very compassionate, you're very empathic, and people know this and recognize this about you. How do others view my Libra placements? Last few cards. High Priestess and Page of Cups. Yeah. It's like people, yeah, Fool. It's like people feel like you know their motives before they even come towards you. People feel like you have this like sixth sense, or you're psychic, and you can kind of really feel out what people's intentions are before they even come near you. So it's like people want to come correct towards you, the Fool. They feel like you're a very, very good person to be around, to talk to, but at the same time, it's like you make people second guess their approach, or you make people like make sure that they're doing the right thing. You know, it's like people don't ever want to be caught doing the wrong thing when they're around you. It's kind of what I'm getting, because you'll be able to see through that. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Yeah, like half this reading, I felt like I could not breathe. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I don't know if you guys feel that way, especially in this Moon card. She kind of looks like she's drowning in the water. So maybe you guys could be feeling that way. You could be feeling a little emotional about something. Oh, wrong card. Okay, so moving on to Scorpio. There we go, that's better. All right. How do others view my Scorpio placements? Okay, that's our 2. We have Mars in Sagittarius with domination and Sun in Libra with harmony. They kind of came out sideways. I'm going to leave them upright just for now so I can kind of explain what I'm feeling here. People view you as somebody that is not to be messed with. People view you as somebody who could be very, very nice, very giving, always willing to do the right thing, but at the same time, it's like you're always willing to fuck someone up. It's like you are ready to defeat someone if they do the wrong thing to you, which is kind of why it comes out sideways. It's like people don't want to try you. They don't want to test you because they don't know what they're going to get out of you. They don't know if you're going to be nice to them. They don't know if you're going to try to fight them or something. So it's like people try not to get on your bad side. They view you as someone who is very strong. They don't want to mess with you. You could be somebody who is very like, you have a very strong belief system. I'm just feeling with the scrolls here and like the cross. Like you don't have to be religious or anything, but it's like people view you as somebody where like if they maybe try to question your beliefs or if they try to make you do something that doesn't really fit your belief system, then you might try to like come at them or something. Yeah, they definitely view you as someone who could be the best of both worlds. It's like they don't really want to mess with you. You're very strong. Physically and with your mind. It's like you can come back at people with your words as well. Very sharp with your words. The scorpion sting, right? All right, so how do others view my Scorpio placements? We have sadness. People might feel like if you do like act out of being triggered, or like if you come off a little more aggressive than usual, they feel like you could be going through something, so they don't really hold it against you. We have success. People feel like you have a lot on your plate, that you're really working towards something. Yeah, frustration. It's like people feel like you are dealing with a lot of stress right now, and it has a lot to do with maybe your career or where you want to go in life, so they don't really like hold it against you. They know that you're working on something very important. People view you as someone who is going to be very successful. We have hunger. Yeah, it's like you guys have this insane drive to go after what you want, and people know that nothing's going to stop you. It's like you will knock anyone or anything down that gets in your way, but like not unprovoked. It's almost like you don't go around just hurting people. It's like if people try to mess with you, or if people try to come at you while you're working on whatever this is, or like it's almost like I'm getting this energy of you guys being very busy, right? Or like you guys are, you have this mission, you're very focused, and like if someone tries to get you off of that, it's like you put them in their place. We have balance. So people view you as somebody maybe who could be, going back to the energy, it's like you know when to bring out the wrath, but you also know when to be very nice to people. You know when to do it and when not to do it. How do others view my Scorpio placements? They feel like you have a very balanced character, like the way that you are as a person. We have reflection, so people might feel that you are very, I heard psychology. So people might feel like you're very well versed in like people's behaviors or the way that people are. So like, yeah, it's like people kind of just feel like you understand them. We have determination at the back. Maybe that energy I was picking up is you guys. Like sometimes if people might come at you, it's like you kind of understand where they're coming from. And you know that the way that they are acting is not really a reflection of who you are, but more so of what they're going through. So it could go both ways, where like you have this very deep, innate understanding of like how the mind works, how behavior, like behavioral studies work. I don't know, you guys could be, you can know something about psychology there. Or you like study people's mannerisms, sociology maybe. But people do view you as somebody who is like chasing their dreams. Very, very determined, tunnel vision. You have ideation and rejection. and with illumination. Yeah, it's like people view you as somebody who they might idealize, or they project their good energies onto you, or like they view you, they put you on a pedestal in some way, but at the same time they view you as somebody who like will shut them down if like you come at them the wrong way. It's just, I'm getting the same energy, illumination. It's like you will show people what is true about you and what is not true. You're not really the type of person to lie. It's like what you see is what you get. You're very straightforward, very blunt, and like if someone comes at you and it's like, oh, I heard this about you, it's like, where did you hear that from? It's like, why are you even entertaining that? It's like you automatically like put things down that don't resonate with who you are as a person. It's like you don't have time for games. You don't have time for lying or bullshit. It's like you're very straightforward. Like you like to live your life, it feels like, in a very righteous way. It feels really nice. Okay. So let's get some oracle cards, or I'm sorry, not oracle, tarot cards for you guys. I'm also getting with this reflection and balance, like if someone does come at you and like maybe you do act out of character or something, automatically like you take that within yourself. You're like, what did I do wrong in this situation? Like, was it me? It's like you guys do question yourselves. You're not the type of person to blame other people at all. So like if an interaction goes wrong, you're like, like what could have I done better? Yeah, we have 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords. This is exactly the energy I'm talking about. And we have the 10 of Cups. So people might view you as somebody who could be like at times hard to get along with, or like hard to move forward with, because they feel like they can't fool you, or they feel like they can't say certain things to you. It's like one and done. It's like if you fuck up, like you're out or something like that. How do others view my Scorpio placements? How do others view? You guys have a sharp ass tongue for sure. 6 of Pentacles. They view you as someone who's fair. Like I said, it's like you're fair. You're not over the top. You're not underneath like what the status should be. I don't know. You're very like equal, very balanced. 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. People might view you as somebody who like could possibly stay in situations longer than needed. Work, relationships. They might view you as somebody who is very patient. Like someone who's not really willing to give up on their dreams, even though you're not where you want to be yet, or you're not getting what you deserve yet. It's like you're never going to give up on what you give energy to. It's almost like when you commit to something, you're very, very committed for the long haul, no matter how long it's going to take. People might admire this about you. You seem to be very hardworking as well. How do other people view my Scorpios? Nine of Cups. Yeah, they're viewing you as someone who is very focused on self-fulfillment right now. Ace of Cups. You could be giving yourself a lot of self-love, or maybe you show other people how to love themselves. 9 of Pentacles. You could definitely be the type of person to give people advice, or to tell people like the right thing that they need to hear, or like it's like you're an advocate for self-growth, for personal growth, for personal happiness, and people really like that about you. We have the 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. I feel like you guys are not really the type of person to settle in a situation. It's like people view you as somebody who might be down for a little while, but you always get back up. It's like you don't really let things get to you for too long. Very resilient. How do other people view my Scorpios? Anything else? 2 of Pentacles. King of Wands. People see you as somebody, yeah, 2 of Cups. It's like people see you as somebody that when you make up your mind, like that is it. Even if, how do I explain this energy? It's like even if it's gonna take you a long time, or even if you have to sacrifice some things, it's like people see you as like someone who is very, very determined. People could even be possibly talking about like a potential partnership that you have with somebody here, possibly a Cancer or a Leo. I don't know. It's like people see you as trying to do something in your life, trying to make something right, or trying to commit to something. They see you as very, very focused on some sort of commitment. I think this is the first reading that the 2 of Cups has come out in. So like I said, this could be any relationship, or maybe there's just the energy of relationships where you're very balanced and you like to do the right thing. But people do view you as someone who is like trying to make that right decision in a partnership. So that's what I have for you guys. People might even be afraid to be rejected by you. Yeah, it's an interesting energy I'm getting. It's like people don't want to approach you because they feel like you could reject them. And that could be in relationships, definitely. Yeah, there's just something about your energy that kind of screams like, try me, bitch. Like, just fucking try me. And you're gonna fuck around and find out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's get some water. Moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, maybe you guys have romance on the mind, or maybe you're trying to avoid a romantic connection, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull the cards anyway. How do other people view my Sagittarius placements? How do other people view my Sagittarius placements? Saturn in Pisces with loss, and Venus in Libra with indecision. Okay. People kind of see you as someone who can't really decide what they want to do about a situation. You guys could be feeling really down in the dumps for some of you, very emotional. People might be feeling like you're going through a very difficult time period in your life right now, where it's like you kind of have to pick a path, or like you have to decide what you want to do next here, and you're having a very hard time doing so. Very interesting energies. People definitely view you as somebody who could have a lot of spiritual guidance, protection. With the crow being there, and then the angel. I don't know if I said this already, but some people might view you as somebody who has just lost somebody, like a death in the family, possibly. How do others view my Sagittarius placements? How do others view my Sagittarius placements, please? You have stop. Yeah, it's like people see something has happened in your life that has kind of brought your life to a standstill. And they're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen next. Energy, upright. It was going to be in reverse, but it came upright. So maybe they see your energy kind of going through a transformation where you were at a loss of energy, or you had less energy, and you kind of made like a turnaround or something. You came back from something. How do others view my Sagittarius placements? Illumination. Yeah, people definitely see you as someone who kind of models either good behavior or models like a good example to other people. You guys could have a lot of faith, like a lot of spiritual faith. I'm just getting a lot of that with like the church, the crow, the angel, illumination. You might teach others how to follow faith. We have passion. People might view you as very, very attractive. You have a very strong like sexual energy, possibly. We have a lot of red here, so just a lot of fire. Very strong personality. Yeah, we have strength. People view you as somebody who is like, you don't give up on yourself ever. Like when you want something, like you're very demanding, and like you want it now, or like you just know how to get your way. You never settle. People just view you as a very strong personality. We have abundance. And then we have ideation. We have a lot of red here. And then we have death. And then I'll take this guy too, movement. And then trust. Yeah, so you guys, people view you as somebody who is either very abundant financially or is about to be. You carry this energy of like riches with you and your energy. People kind of, they might put you on a pedestal. They might view your energy as like, wow, like Sagittarius is such a good example, or like maybe we should be more like that, or like they kind of perceive the good things about you. You know, it's like they see what they want to see, but they don't really see what actually goes on behind the scenes, or like what it takes to get there. Death and movement, like literally I'm just getting a death energy. So people might honestly see you as somebody who could be getting over a loss in the family, or someone that you have lost, and moving forward from that, and like learning to trust the universe again, really having faith in where your path is taking you. So let's get some tarot cards for you guys. Okay. How do other people view my Sagittarius placements, please? How do other people view my Saggies? We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's something here with you guys carrying like some sort of pain in your energy. Ten of Swords, death to rebirth. This could be someone that you have lost, or something that you are going through in your own life, and people really see you like, yeah, magician. It's like people see you kind of pulling yourselves out of the ground, picking yourself up and dusting yourself off and starting over. People really admire like how you're able to do this. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, it's like people see you having a very strong belief system. You have very strong morals, extremely strong morals, and I feel like people really look up to that. Very strong connection with the divine, whoever I'm connected to. Seven of Cups. We have the Fool at the back. Yeah, people kind of see you trying to pick the right path for yourself. It's like, okay, I've dusted myself off. I'm getting over something, I'm healing from something, but it's like, what's next? And people are kind of also curious. It's like, what's Sagittarius going to do next? We have the Five of Cups. People might view you as somebody who tends to get like maybe down in your emotions sometimes, or maybe this is just your current energy. But at the same time with the Emperor, it's like you guys, they see you guys always just picking yourself up again. It's like you could go through things that make you very disappointed, depressed, upset, or you could go through time periods of like being low, but then you come back out, you know? It's like you kind of come out of that. How do others view my Sagittarius placements? Eight of Cups. Definitely could be walking away from something, or they view you as being a little emotionally disconnected from something or someone. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, people see you as like not really wanting to deal with, okay, not wanting to talk about your problems, or not really wanting to publicize them. We have the Page of Swords. So you could be somebody who like, yeah, I don't know. It's like they view you as somebody who doesn't really share what they're going through. It's like they view you as somebody who will talk about other things. You're very good at communication, but it's like they can't really get what they, I don't know, what they want, or maybe you don't really share everything. How do others view my Sagittarius placements? Chariot. They see you guys moving forward from something. So whether this is like an actual loss, or like a disconnection from a relationship or something, people view you as not wanting to go to the past at all. They see you really focused on your future with the Chariot and the Justice card, not really wanting to look back at all. It's like it's like you don't want to talk about anything from the past at all, and people see that about you. Anything else for how others view Saggy? We have the King of Pentacles. One more card, please. Temperance. Yeah, people see that you're destined for something much better, much greater. We have the Ace of Wands. People feel like you have a lot of creative potential. Your energy is amazing. You attract anything that you want. Maybe the law of manifestation works very well through you. People do feel that you're very protected, very guided, and you have like a lot of life left to live, and you're about to step into the best time of your life, honestly, is how people view you. They kind of view you as like Sagittarius has gone through the worst and they're about to get the best. So it feels really nice. Yeah. They feel like you guys they feel like you guys deserve greatness, whoever these people are. So that's what I have for you. So let's move on to Capricorn. Okay. How do other people view my Capricorn placements, please? How do other people view my Capricorn placements? We have Jupiter in Leo with publicity. Yeah, I'm definitely talking to someone who is in the public eye. You get a lot of attention. Or you could be an influencer. We have Sun in Aquarius with idealism. Yeah. So whoever you are, I'm connecting to a Capricorn here who does things their own way, who marches to the beat of their own drums, who has their own belief system. Someone who kind of leads the way for other people is really what I'm getting too. It's like you are there for others. You show others a good example. You hold space for others is what I'm getting also with this water bearer kind of pouring water over them. Some of you could be very well known around the world. You could be very well traveled. You could have been to many places. You are very knowledgeable about other cultures, possibly. Some of you might speak another language. Whatever it is, like you guys are very, very noticed by other people. Definitely in the public eye. And I feel like you could stand out from others with that Leo and Aquarius duality there. You guys definitely have something about your personality or the way that you do things or the way that you look that really stands out to other people. Like you're very noticed. It's kind of hard to miss you. Okay, how do others view my Capricorn placements, please? How do others view my Capricorn placements? We have anger. Interesting. And we have ideation. So people kind of view you as somebody, yeah, balance. It's like people view you as somebody who uses what they go through in life to kind of propel them forward. You could go through things in life here that kind of motivate you to keep going. It's like character development is what I'm getting here. It's like you've been through situations in your life that maybe you had higher expectations for. And then when they don't turn out that way, it's like it leaves a mark on you, but in a good way. It's like it kind of brings you to an equilibrium where like you don't expect too much, but you also don't expect too little. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm definitely channeling here with this. But it really just feels like you guys use your emotions as fuel to move forward. Yeah, people view you as somebody who has a very good head on their shoulders, like you know what you're doing. People definitely like look up to you. They kind of put you on a pedestal in some way. Confidence. They feel like you're very confident in yourself. You don't really need anyone to tell you what to do or what's right from wrong because you know it yourself. Hunger. Yeah, strong drive. You guys have insane work ethic that other people kind of notice and admire about you. I heard, you can't tell me nothing. So like that's kind of what people get from me. We have flow. People view you as somebody who kind of, like I said, just follows the beat of their own drum. How do others view my Capricorns? Okay, so we have rest, frustration, and cleanse. Honestly, people might see you as sweetness. People might see you as someone who like works too hard or like might make yourself available to too many people and like you don't give yourself enough time for some of you. Yeah, it's like people might feel like, I heard some of you guys need to take a chill pill. So some of you might feel that way or other people feel that way about you. They feel like, I'm hearing like what's to them, what's to her. So like, I don't know, people might feel, some people might feel triggered by your work ethic, or some people might feel like you never rest. Like you don't ever, like you're always working or you're always doing something. And some people feel like with cleanse, what's at the back? Sweetness. Some people feel like you need to spend more time maybe on your emotions, or some people feel like you guys kind of, going off of what I was saying, it's like you kind of use your emotions as fuel to keep moving, right? Some people might feel like you need to deal with your emotions in a different way. Like you might need to clear your energy out, or you might need to remove yourself from certain situations that make you feel that way. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like someone is like trying to like give you advice here. They feel like sometimes you might make life difficult for you, for yourself. I don't know why that's coming through, but people honestly might feel like you need a break. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. Maybe you guys are always there to save the day. I heard save the day. So it's like people are like, does Capricorn ever rest? Like when do they have time to be on their own? Or I don't know. I really don't know what that is all about. How do others view my Capricorn placements, please? How do others view? Okay. Six of Swords, Five of Swords. People definitely see you like avoiding something, like avoiding certain situations, maybe avoiding certain emotions. So maybe that's where I get that energy from. It's almost like you'd rather work, or you'd rather study, or you'd rather do other things and to pay attention to situations in your life that are like not so ideal here. Yeah, like they might see you as someone who could avoid certain things. I don't know. Yeah, Seven of Swords, definitely. People might see you as somebody who is like the avoidant type of personality. Six of Wands, where you're just like really focused on yourself. How do others view my Capricorn placements? It's like if it's not going to help you, you don't really pay attention to it. Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's like, okay, people might feel like you don't care about other things if it doesn't have to do with yourself. Or like people might feel like you... Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Six of Wands. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like an energy of like, I don't have time for this. People might feel like you don't involve yourself in like manipulation or mind games. Like you don't really have time for it. So like people might just view you as somebody who like is kind of up and out of situations if they don't really benefit you in the nicest way possible. I'm trying to say that. We have Seven of Cups. People might find you a little mysterious, but like confusing at the same time. Knight of Cups. You might have people who want to approach you romantically, but they're not exactly sure how to do so. They might feel rejected by you. Anything else for how others view my Capricorns? Ace of Swords. They view you guys as very intelligent. You guys might have some sort of knowledge here that others don't. Three of Pentacles. I mean, they do view you as somebody who's like easy to get along with when it comes to work. Yeah, it's like you might make the ideal business partner, or you might make the ideal like person to start a business with or something like that. But like High Priestess. Yeah, it's like people have this like intuitive knowing that they can't really mess with you. So they know not to like do certain things or say certain things to you. People might feel that you're very intuitive, possibly psychic even, where like you're able to kind of like either read their thoughts, or like they kind of just feel like, I'm getting this feeling of like some people think that you are too good for them. That's what they feel. How do others view my Capricorns? Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like, again, it's like that energy of avoidance. It's like you don't really give energy to things that are not benefiting you. Honestly, Six of Pentacles, and it could be money, it could just be energy. You like reciprocal situations, and you're not gonna be there for situations that bring you out of character or that don't benefit you. And people might view this as like you having a God complex, or people thinking that you're better than them, or like you think that you're better than them. But I don't view you guys thinking this way at all, honestly. I feel like you guys just like to protect your peace, is from what I'm feeling. Like you just, like you see, like you can see red flags from a mile away, and you're like, no, like I am out of there. And you kind of just like run out of there, and people might not hear from you ever again or something like that. But it's like you guys do it for self-preservation. You guys have a very strong intuition, and you guys are very like very, very business focused, and you don't have time for games. So I don't see you guys as like thinking like, oh, I'm better than other people. Like you just are more mature than most people, and people might take that the wrong way. All right, so that's what I have for you. I feel like I'm supposed to leave that there. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Aquarius. I literally just heard, what the hell is that song called? Let's pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now. People might view you as somebody who's like waiting for something, or maybe they see you as wish fulfillment. Okay, how do others view my Aquarius placements, please? How do others view my Aquarius placements, please? Okay, we have Moon in Cancer with friendship, excuse me. How do others view my Aquarius placements? Should we keep them? I think we're going to keep them. We have Saturn in Cancer with charity. Okay, very nice. We have Mars in Aries with impulsiveness. And we have Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. Okay. Very interesting energies. People definitely view you as somebody who's very easy to get along with. Very likable person. You guys are always willing to help other people. Some of you might even give back to charities. Like you're always donating to other places, or you're always like you could be the type of person who helps out in like food kitchens, or like you volunteer for certain things that will benefit the greater good of humanity or something like that. And people kind of just view you as somebody who maybe they can take from, even for some of you, but others view you as somebody who is like very like spiritually guided. People definitely feel like you have this like very like angelic energy to you, where you're very selfless and like you don't really do things to get anything out of it. You really just like to give. And then when it comes to the Mars and Aries, Venus and Sagittarius, people view you as like, it's like a whole other side of you. It's like people view you as someone who's very fun, very spontaneous, very hard to catch, very hard to pin down, someone who has a lot of energy, very attractive. You could be the type of person who like other people fall in love with you very easily, or like you're very easy to talk to. So like people might feel that when you're just talking to them and being nice, that you're flirting with them, and like people might fall in love with you. Or people might see you as someone who is like very social, or like you have many options. Like you might be an Aquarius who is not really in a committed partnership right now, so they kind of just see you doing your thing. People might be wondering like who you're gonna settle down with, or who you're dating, who you're talking to. But it's like people feel very lucky to talk to you. People feel very blessed if they're in your circle with friendship and flirtation, or they feel like they feel special if you talk to them, or like they just feel like you have such a good energy, and they feel like they might not get this chance with you again, so they kind of just enjoy that with you. They relish in that moment, excuse me. Yeah, it's like you just carry this energy of like, I don't know, it's like Aquarius energy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like you're very, very friendly, very nice, very loving, but it's like you're hard to pin down. It's very hard to get you to stay in one place, or it's very hard to get you to commit to something, especially when it comes to love. So let's go ahead and get some of my other oracle cards here. People might always want to take a jab at like trying to take you out or like impress you, but I feel like you're very hard to impress for some of you. Okay. how do others view my Aquarius placements, please? Abundance. People feel like you are very wealthy, or you are going to be. How do other people view my Aquarius placements? Growth. Yeah, whatever you guys are doing, like in the material world, they see that you guys are moving up. We have reflection. So people might view you as somebody who is very knowledgeable about, like, you're able to see many different sides of a situation. You're not really someone who's biased. Definitely not. It's like you're somebody who can sit in the middle of a conversation, or you can break up a conversation and like be in the middle of it and hear everyone's sides and then like go about things that way or something like that. We have passion. Yeah, you guys have this like maybe a high sexual energy, or a very attractive like energy that people just find very I heard awestruck. So it's like people just find you very beautiful. Even if you don't feel like you're like conventionally attractive, I feel like people just find your energy very nice to be around. Isolation. People definitely view you as somebody who protects their peace. Like you're not really the type of person to just go anywhere. You're very careful with your energy. We have happiness. People definitely might see you as someone who is very happy on their own. Comfort. You bring a comfort, like a level of comfort to other people. I feel like people really like to be around you because of that. Faith. Yeah, people view you as somebody who has a very, very strong faith. You could have a very strong value system as well. It doesn't have to be like spirituality or religion. We have illumination. People feel like you shed truths on things. Like you could be like some sort of psychic as well. For some of you, we have sweetness. People feel like you bring information in a very like nice way. Like you're not the type of person to like just, I don't know, like treat someone's life, but you'll do it in like a very nice, not a nice way, but like it's like you find a way to say maybe controversial things in a very balanced way, where like people don't really feel attacked all the time. Yeah, it's like you find a way to bring truths to situations without really like hurting others. You always like to be a very like neutral person, I feel. Or people just view you this way. Yeah, people view you as like very intuitive, in the sense that like you might know things, or like you bring, there's something about the way that you speak that is very comforting and enlightening to other people. Okay, so let's get you guys some tarot cards. Okay, how do other people view my Aquarius placements, please? How do other people view my Aquarius placements? Page of Pentacles. People see you as someone who is always willing to learn something new. Like you always have a student's mindset. Like you're always doing something. Like I feel like people kind of like have this mentality towards you where like if they are to connect with you and then they don't talk to you for a couple months and they meet up with you again, it's like you're doing something new. Yeah. Hierophant. It's like you're always growing in your education or your spiritual practice or your knowledge. It's like you're always becoming a better person. You're always learning something new. We have the Nine of Swords. People might view you as somebody who, like, honestly, I don't know if this is your energy. Nine of Swords, the Sun. Whoa. And then we have Knight of Pentacles sideways. Okay, so it could be your energy. People could view you as somebody who could be stressing out over like a commitment, a marriage possibly. People kind of might see you as somebody who can help others but can't help themselves. People might see you as somebody who, like, this is the energy of like somebody who will cry really, really hard, right? It's like you're going through something very painful or very intense in your life. But it's like 10 minutes later, you're like, all right, like shake it off, put my lipstick and mascara back on, like let's get on with the show. It's like people view you as somebody who like could go through a lot of shit in life, or like you feel a lot, but like you're able to get yourself up. Like you don't really let it affect you that long. It's like you might be very, very emotional, but like it doesn't stick with you. Like once the emotion passes, like you're up and moving again. Like you're like, let's get back to work. Or you try to, or people view you as somebody like that. How do other people view my Aquarius placements? Two of Swords. Death to rebirth. People might view you as somebody who could be going through a change in life that you don't talk about. Someone who's very private about what's happening in their life. How do people view Aquarius here? We have Nine of Wands. Yeah, people definitely view you as someone who could be hard to approach, or someone who doesn't really kind of share everything that's happening in their life. Very private. It's like you only say what you need to say. How do others view my Aquarius placements? Lovers, Two of Wands. You could have certain energies here, possibly Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. People who are like trying to make a plan here to approach you. People might feel like you're very closed off, or like it's hard to reach you. But I feel like you do have maybe a couple energies or one energy who's trying to kind of think of a way to come into your life or to get your attention. Yeah, people really do feel like it's kind of hard to get you into a commitment or to get your attention. Anything else for how people view my Aquarius? We have Knight of Cups. People view you as just very charming, honestly. King of Pentacles, very successful. It's like you're a really good catch. People think that you are a great option, honestly. It's like people want to romance you. People want to spend time with you. They just want a little bit of your time. But at the same time, it's like they view you as somebody who like doesn't really want to mess around either. So it's like they might try to get your attention. They might try to impress you, but it's very hard to. I feel like you guys are the type of energy who, like, you're very comfortable on your own and you don't really need someone else to validate you, although you enjoy the attention. I'm getting an image of, like, somebody doing work somewhere, or, like, in an office, or, like, you're out and about doing your own thing, and, like, someone approaches you and tries to, like, ask you out or, like, connect with you over something, and you kind of look up from your work or your laptop and you kind of smile and you're like, how can I help you? Or, like, what's going on? Or I don't know. It's like an energy of like, you kind of find it very sweet, very amusing in a sense, that people really love your energy, but at the same time, it's like you're very stable. It's like you don't really let it phase you. Even if you get a lot of attention from people, it doesn't really get to your head. You're still the same person, and you kind of just, you love the attention in a sense, but it's like in a very amusing way. Like, it's very sweet to you. It's very endearing to you that people approach you that way. And you're very nice to people. Like, I feel like you're not the type of person to, like, if someone were to approach you and you were not interested, like, you're not the type of person to be like, you, like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, no. You're the type of person where you're like, I appreciate that, but, like, I'm not interested. Or, like, I don't know. You're just very nice to people. Like, it's like you're always able to put yourself in other people's shoes. And you don't like to hurt people. You don't like to embarrass people. But at the same time, like, you know your limits, you know your worth, you know your space, and you don't cross certain boundaries that you don't want to cross. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Okay, and last but never least, we have Pisces next. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so Pisces, how do other people view my Pisces placements, please? We have Saturn in Virgo with isolation. How do other people view my Pisces placements? We have Jupiter and Virgo with patience. We have a lot of Virgo energy here. So you could have Virgo in your chart, but this is your sister sign. So sometimes if you are very strong in your Piscean energy, you'll come off with a lot of Virgo energy as well, naturally. But what I'm seeing here for you guys is like people kind of view you as somebody who you're very like, it's a very interesting energy for you guys. It's like you're very practical, or like maybe you guys have gone through things in your life that have kind of shown you the ugly sides of life where like you don't really expect much from other people. People definitely view you as somebody who is like either very business oriented, or you're the type of person to really focus on what they need to get done. It's like you don't really have time for games. You don't have time for playing around. You might be the type of person who doesn't really like, I don't know. It's like I'm getting the impression that you guys might be the type of person who doesn't really spend a lot of time doing anything for fun. And you guys also, or like people might see you as somebody who isolates themselves or doesn't really like to be around people. You could be very sensitive to other people, definitely, being a Pisces. I feel like, I don't know, it's like people just kind of view you as somebody who is like just hard to please, or like it's hard to get a smile out of you or something like that. It's kind of hard to phase you. It's very hard to like change your mood, or it's very hard to like influence your mood or something like that. I don't know why people would want to do that though. Yeah, people kind of view you as somebody who could be a little moody, a little bit emotional sometimes. But they also view you as somebody who's willing to stand up for a cause, and somebody who is willing to put in the work necessary. So like people do view you as somebody who's very diligent. Like even if you're not getting immediate gratification, it's like people really do see you as somebody who is willing to go the long haul. We have anxiety sideways, balance sideways with strength. So people could be seeing you as somebody who is trying to find balance in their life. Someone who could struggle with anxiety, definitely. Maybe social anxiety or just anxiety with new situations. And people kind of view you as somebody who is doing their best to work past their fears, or like to stand up for themselves. Yeah, I feel like whoever you are, it's like you have a very sensitive personality that you might try to hide from other people. How do others view my Pisces placements, please? How do others view my Pisces placements? We have consciousness. People might feel like you're very awakened. Yeah, it's like people might feel like you don't really, it's hard to kind of get one over on you because you're very aware of other people. You're very aware of how people work. You're very aware of like people's energies. We have ghost as well. People might view you as somebody who's like, it's hard to see you, or it's hard to come by you. So like when you show up in certain situations, it's like, oh, hey, there's Pisces. But it's like, then you disappear again. So it's like you're someone who kind of shows up sometimes when you feel like it, but it's like you're kind of like an anomaly in some way. How do others view Pisces, please? Yeah, I feel like people might feel that you are very sensitive. We have anger and flow. Interesting. Yeah, people might feel like you hide certain emotions, like especially the tougher ones. Creativity, people might feel like you are very creative, or there's something about the work you do or your personality that is very unique, very special here. Very interesting energies here. Yeah, it's like people might feel that you kind of avoid certain people or situations so you don't have to feel certain things, or like you kind of just maybe block off your own emotions because you feel a lot. People might feel like you have this like tension with you sometimes, and you don't really like to talk about these tough feelings all the time. Like you give me the energy of somebody who knows a lot but says a little. So we're going to get you some tarot cards here. How do others view my Pisces placements? We have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, honestly, people could see you going through something right now, and maybe you don't want to talk about it. We have the Devil. And we have the 10 of Swords. Jesus. The Page of Swords. People see that you're trying to get over something. You could be trying to heal from something here that was very toxic, or something that really, really brought you down, something that really hurt you. It's like something that you didn't see coming, or something that took a lot out of you. Something that's really like messing you up right now, but you're trying to like learn from it. It's like you're trying to find the lesson in this. It's like you're trying to figure out why things happen the way they did in a situation. People could probably think that like you fell prey to something, or like to some sort of devilish energy. Knight of Cups. Interesting. It's like people could be seeing that you're vulnerable right now, and they want to come in and like love on you, but it's like it feels like it might be the wrong time, because 7 of Wands, it's like you guys are not really open to maybe romantic offers right now. Death, rebirth. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going through a big change. Whatever this was for you, it's like it's really shifting a lot in your life, and it's causing you to look at things differently. And I really don't feel like right now would be the best time for that. But people kind of view you as like in this vulnerable energy. Some might want to take advantage of that. Other people might just want to actually like pour back into you, because they recognize that you could be going through something and they just want to help, or they just want to like show you a fun time, like, hey, let's go out for lunch, or like, let's go here, let's get your mind off of things. But I don't know if you guys are really open to that. How do others view my Pisceans, please? 9 of Pentacles. They feel that you are happy on your own. Like, no matter what you're going through, people feel like you don't really want to be messed with right now. 2 of Swords. Like, you're just not really with the bullshit. Yeah, 4 of Swords. People might honestly feel like you're depressed for some of you. But they also know that you're going to come out of this with Temperance. People have a lot of faith in you. I don't know if you are like very well known, or you just have a lot of people who care about you, or just maybe social media, people who watch you. But I do feel like people kind of see you going through something right now that is shaking you up, and they know that you're going to get past it. They know that you're going through a healing process right now, and they're kind of wishing the best for you. It does feel very, very sweet for some of you. Anything else for how other people view Pisces? 5 of Pentacles. People see you guys struggling. 7 of Pentacles. They could see you struggling financially, or struggling to get something off the ground, or something. It's like you're struggling to make something work here. You could have been investing in something for a very long time, whether it is having to do with work or a relationship. But it's like people see you guys just like on the struggle bus, like just really pushing it, like trying your best, trying to get things to grow, trying to get your life to move. It's like they don't really see you guys giving up. It's like people have seen you in the trenches, but it's like they know that you're gonna come out of that eventually. Anything else for how people view my Pisces placements? 8 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. People have seen you choose yourself in a situation. 8 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. You have walked away from something that maybe you were once invested into, whether it was work, a partnership, a marriage, whatever it was. People see you guys have walked away from that. You guys know your worth. You recognize your worth, and you are only accepting offers that are giving you what you deserve. It's like people have seen you grow over time in a way. It's like people have seen you maybe fall for certain things or settle for certain things, but then like you have finally come to this realization or this point of your life where you recognize your worth and what you actually want out of life. And people see you making this transformation, and they see you only accepting the things that are relevant to your life, or the things that are going to benefit you. So it's almost like I'm getting an energy of like people watching you go through shit, or watching you grow up in a sense. And it kind of feels like people are like wishing the best for you from the sidelines. People are kind of wanting to, some people want to help you, some people want to like come in and love bomb you, but some people are just really wishing the best for you. And they see you like stepping into this Queen of Pentacles energy, finally realizing what you are worth in a situation. So I could be connecting to some Pisces who are a little bit younger, or maybe you guys have just gone through a lot. But yeah, people really do recognize this about you, and they see that you are stepping into a better time period of your life. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I feel like that's a good place to leave it. I really hope I was able to connect with you guys in this reading. This was something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it just felt right to do it this weekend. I ended up realizing that today is the Venus cazimi in Leo. That's where Venus is conjunct the sun within 17 minutes. So it's a very, very close conjunction. I believe it goes exact tomorrow. But Venus has everything to do with love, our morals, our relationships. And with Venus being cazimi the sun, very, very close in a conjunction, that means that all of those themes, it's like truths come out. Wherever the sun touches, it's like the planet that is being affected can either be overtaken by the sun, where it's kind of hard to perceive those themes, like Venusian themes, or it could be a time period where a lot of things come to fruition, come to light. So I really hope I was able to connect to you in this reading, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you. Bye, guys.